Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The honourable member for Burnaby North Seymour for his right reply.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I only have 5 minutes. I'm not going to take a lot of it, but I'm going to spend a lot of the start saying thanks. I want to say thanks to all of my colleagues who contributed, not just today, but in the first hour. To all of my colleagues that have been working on this for several years, either at the HUMA Committee or in various bills. It's hard for me to explain why it's perhaps taken this long to get to this place, but I'm going to do everything that I can to make sure that this gets across the line. And I want to thank especially the members who presented their own personal individual stories. The fact that we have members in this House that could have benefited from this bill who are willing to be vulnerable, get up and tell their stories, just tells you how impactful this is for the more than 1,600 families that this affects across Canada. I'd like to thank them next. For those families who have had this happen to you, for sharing your stories. Those are not stories that are easy to tell, but there are stories that these families told, not for their own personal benefit, but for the benefit of the next family who may benefit from this particular legislation. So for that, a real heartfelt thank you. I want to thank the Minister for Jobs and Families, the Minister of Finance, all of their staff who have helped work through various iterations of this and who will continue to work as we go through, hopefully, to the committee process and on to what I hope is third reading and Royal Assent. And of course, I want to thank the critics, both the old critic and the new critic in the bloc, and the critics in all the parties, for their communication and their work on this so far. For the 1,600 families that are going to benefit from this, this bill provides a simple and elegant fix. And when a member from the bloc in the first hour rose up, they asked, this is a good measure, it seems to have universal support, but we're concerned about the royal recommendation. And asked me, do you have the royal recommendation? I answered honestly, I don't have it, but I need everybody's help to try and get it. Well, I'm happy to update the House and say that I believe that we have found a path to get one. Hear, hear. Hear, hear. But it will require cooperation of committee, and we have to tie up a few loose ends. The required amendments are straightforward. They do not change the purpose of the bill. They simply ensure sound legislative execution. So we will work diligently to make sure that that is successful. Because the last thing we want to do is have another bill go all the way through and then not actually help those 1,600 families. I believe there is broad agreement in this House to move this quickly to HUMA. I don't think that it will take that long to study it. We can have it back in the House. We could actually probably have this wrapped up by February. We have the evidence, we have the stories, we have the solution right in front of us. So for the benefit of all Canadians and those future families who, for the most unfortunate of circumstances, might face this kind of tragedy, let's get this done. Let's use this moment to help those future families. Thank you, Madam Speaker.